Hello, my name is Sarah Leamy, and I was a student at North Bromsgrove High School in the 80s. That was a really long time ago. I was asked to give a little talk about being at school and how it helped me and how it changed me. I have to say I was not a good student. I believe, though, that the power of story can change the world, and being kind makes a huge difference. My first prize, I have to say, as a writer, because I'm a writer now, was in my first year at North. And it was for writing about a week-long camping trip to Wales. I documented the daily activities, but also the other layers too. And I still have the book I picked as that prize, and it was a World Atlas. And now, decades later, I'm making my living as a travel writer and a publisher. And so simple moments such as that early acknowledgement for that skill or passion can make all the difference in a life. I was lucky enough to have a couple of teachers take extra time with me, Miss Jones in the English department and Mr. Deere in languages, German. Both teachers noticed me, they encouraged me, they welcomed my curiosity, even if I wasn't very skilled at the time. And from them, I gathered more confidence in my own interests. And so I hope that you also have one or two teachers who care and notice and encourage you. You see, I'd been a bullied kid. I was not a great student, as I said, and I hadn't yet learnt to trust myself. But with Miss Jones and Mr. Deere, that turned around. And I noticed recently that North Bromsgrove High now states in its mission that kindness is a core feature, a core focus, as well as community and feeling safe. And that wasn't there when at least not in the formal wording when I was a kid. Not as I knew it, but I see how from this perspective, at least some of the teachers did embody that. They helped me find my own interests and gave me some options. And more than anything, they taught me to trust myself, how to stop trying to fit in, and that helped me belong. That helped me stop being bullied as well. But what's the difference? So for me, anyway, fitting in is when we change ourselves to suit what we think other people want us to be or how they want us to be. And belonging is when we show up as we really are. And we're accepted for our quirks and our dreams and all that individual stuff. And we can do that within a supportive community. And it sounds like North has become that. All it needs really is one or two people, one or two close people to help you, to encourage you. And so from here, from this perspective, I now live in the States, as you can probably tell by my accent, I can look back at high school and see who helped me. There was a couple of students and there were staff who helped my early interest in writing, and then my interest in the bigger world, in geography, in stories and language, and all that came from my time in the sixth form specifically. It's when I found that I belonged, that I had skills worth developing. And I got to be curious. They encouraged me to be curious. I explored different subjects for the sake of that curiosity, more than out of a desire for a specific job or a paycheck. And instead, the high school education from sixth form, it took me to London University. I lived in Germany and Spain, and then I came to the States in my 20s. And now, years later, I've started writing and publishing. At 50, I got a master's degree in creative writing, and now I'm back at the Birmingham University doing a PhD. And this all came from my time at North Bromsgrove High School. So who knows where you might end up? I had no idea where I would end up. I had no specific goals. I was just curious for the sake of curiosity, and I would recommend you do that as much as possible. We don't know what life's going to be. We don't know where we're going to end up. So make the most of having a couple of years of studying and being with people that can encourage you to do that. I honestly did have no idea how much my life would constantly change and develop. And I'd say it came from having that time to try to be my best because of a couple of teachers, extra attention, from the kindness and playfulness of a few good friends. I didn't have many friends, but I had few good friends. And I studied for my A-levels out of interest, not out of a job. And I hope that you had that sense of community that I did, that I got in sixth form. I hope that you feel safe and you trust yourself to explore curiosity, educational, intelligently, follow your ideas, follow your passions, follow your interests. Don't hold back just for the sake of a specific job title, because this is now the time to dive in. It's time to be curious, and I hope you know that it gets better. It did for me. and I think it will for you. So good luck and have fun. I wish you all the best. Thanks.